Hello everyone, this is MountainRain. I'm going to bring to you today a different kind of message. Usually I bring a message one through the morning meditations, which bring me into a totally different vibrational frequency than what I'm feeling right now. And the frequency I'm feeling right now is more of a grounded vibration. Much of the vibration that I have is and has to be grounded, otherwise can make life quite difficult. Anyway, some of the message I want to bring to you today is a message of balance and grounding. And the reason I want to bring you this today is a lot of the activity and that's going on in the world right now is pulling us in many directions, in many thought processes, vibrational frequencies that are just overlapping one on top of another, and trying to find our balance, meaning our thoughts, our feelings, and interpretations of the reality that we're seeing. And understanding that it is a choice that we're making. We can let our feelings flow in areas, absorbing information that causes a level of imbalance. And of course, imbalance can be interpreted in many different ways as well. When we look at imbalance, we could see chemical imbalance in the brain. We can see imbalance in the way we feel and our emotions. Anger, mistrust, guilt, loneliness, all of those are points of imbalance. And the balance that I am seeking in my personal life is a balance of peace within myself. And peace within anyone is a unique process and totally different than any other person in the world. Your peace may not be my peace. And so what I have to offer on my channel is only my perception of my peace. I cannot know your peace. You have been through and have experienced a totally different reality than me. And your conclusions on peace will have a totally separate meaning from my conclusions. And so, what I offer is only my perspective of my peace. And in that, the balance that I get is through daily interaction, and not just daily interaction with those around me, people, and animals. Even animals, trees, nature, interaction with anything and everything you come across within your day. Things that are seen, and also things that are unseen. As we step out into the day, we may get a breath of fresh air that sends a rejuvenating feeling through us that's just like totally awake, and we remember that feeling all day long, and we can carry that feeling with us. So when we see interaction with anything outside of ourselves, we also have to take into the fact we have interaction with ourself, our personal identity, 24/7, every single second. And with that interaction, and that some of us have inner dialogue, I personally have inner dialogue going all day. And I have heard that some people don't have inner dialogue. They actually do not hear thoughts in their heads. They do not hear words. To remember something, they may have to write it down. They actually can't hear themselves telling themselves that. Personally, I talk to myself all day long. But moving on from that, we have interaction with ourselves. And we have to have a balance with that internal dialogue, or just that presence of self. And we do that through experience. And every experience we have that brings us peace, me personally, I grasp that experience. I take it and I store it in an area of my brain somewhere, and I say, remember this, because it will come in handy. And so each piece that I'm grasping out there, the part of life that brings me peace, I have a little storeroom in my brain, in this physical brain of mine, where I take that piece of information that brings me peace. For an example, being out in my garden. My garden is like my heaven to me. I can just step outside, walk into the garden, and feel an overwhelming sense of peace come over me. And so I have decided to make gardening in my life a priority. Whereas gardening in somebody else's life might be tedious, mundane, and really boring, and a total chore, I find it peaceful and serene, and it's heaven. And finding those pieces in our life that bring us joy. Well, I'll end it there for today. If you enjoyed this talk, I should say, it's not really a meditation, but it is my personal experience, and actually I really did have fun talking about it. Thank you for joining me. I love you all. Love and light always.